Well, let me start by saying welcome to you as a group leader. This is fantastic that you're involved in this project. I really admire and appreciate the fact that you're a world changer. So let me just show you how this group leaders portal works. First of all, I love this little slogan, learn it, live it, love it. So hopefully by now you've actually engaged with the LIFT project, you understand what it's about and what it's trying to achieve. And then from there, because you're a capable, caring, passionate kind of person, now you want to leave a legacy. And so this is how to do it. So what you have is, first of all, actually I'll draw your attention just to this little click here. If that you have an organisation that you'd like to pitch to, there's if you click there, you can download a PowerPoint presentation, which is essentially a pitch document, and it communicates a bit about what the LIFT project is and shows some of the data for it as well. So that might be something that interests you. But in terms of once you're in the system and you have a group that you'd like to set up, there are essentially three boxes that you can access now through the Group Leaders portal. Let's just have a look at the first one. The first one's called Group Setup. And when we go into the Group Setup, what you can find here is the ability to create your group. And it's very, very simple. So all you do is you put the name of your group. Let's call this Lifters. And you put in how many people are in your group, how many licenses you would like to create, and then click on it's the LIFT project that you'd like to purchase, and here add to cart, and you go through the process then of creating that group. Now there is in the next screen, and why don't we go to this, in the next screen you'll actually find that if you have a discount, a coupon code, you can add it there, update your cart, and then proceed to checkout. Now, I'll just go back to this screen here. So this is the first step. I'll go back to the Group Leaders portal. This is the first step in creating the group. Very simple to do. Once you've created that group, then you can go into the group management page. And in this screen, it gives you the ability to invite people into your group and do quite a few other functions as well, which is very cool. So first of all, if you've only got one group, you'll find it listed here. You can see I've actually created several groups now, and so let's just have a look at our first one. And you can, using that dialog box, you can click on the group that you're wanting to activate. So when you have a look at this one, what you can find is all the people that are listed in this group below. There's information about how many total seats are in this group that you've just previously purchased, how many you've used, and if you've only just first arrived here, obviously there will be none of them used. I've already enrolled about 37 people, it looks like, in this particular group. Now, if at any time you want to increase the number of seats in this group, you can just click here and that will take you through that checkout process once again, and you can add seats to that. Now, the main functions that you'd be interested in using is add users. So once you've created this group, you can click on this button here and you can either add, normally I just go straight to the multiple users. And here, all you need to do is put their first name, their last name, and their email address. And once you've done that, click on this button here, add and invite users, and that will instantly send them an email out, which is a welcome invitation, which says, congratulations, you've just been signed up to the LIFT project. Here is your username, here is your password, here is how you can get started. And so, very, very simple, as you can see, to invite people into your group. Now, I'll just close that one there. What you can see is once you've invited people and they've commenced, you can actually see where they're up to. You can see who's started it, who's completed it. And so that's a brief overview of how things are moving along. What you can also do, and I won't bother going through the details at the moment, but click on Course Reports, and this will allow you to download reports and see how many lessons, for example, each person has completed, which is indicated when they complete the quiz. And probably that's the only other main function that you would use, other than, I will mention this one here, if you have a lot of people that you're adding to your group, if you click on this button there, it will actually allow you to upload all of that information, their name, their names and email addresses from an Excel or a CSV file. and you can actually click there to download a sample of what format that needs to look like. And then all you do is once you have that data in a file, browse, put it on your computer, add the users, and it will instantly send all the invites out to those people, and they'll be added to the list of people included in the program below. So normally though, I would just be using that function there, add users, and just manually putting in their name and their email addresses. So that was step 2. So you can see it's very simple. Step 1, coming back to the main group leaders portal, step 1 was setting up the group, and you can set up as many groups as you like. Step 2 is adding the participants to your group, inviting them into your group, and there you can monitor their progress. And then finally, step 3, and this will grow over time, but essentially this is a group leaders toolkit. So if you're running face-to-face group sessions, here are some tips on how to do that. We also have PowerPoint slide presentations for each of the lessons that you can use as a template. And then also what we encourage when people are it's being presented in a format where people come together and sit in a room and watch the video, that you actually have the quiz questions in front of them. So you can actually click here to download them, just because it engages them more with the content, and then they have something to take away at the end, and then they can complete that in their own time in the actual lessons, so that the lesson is completed. So going back to the Group Leaders portal, just a brief overarching statement. So essentially this is your Group Leaders portal. Step 1, set your group up. Step 2, manage your group. Invite your participants and see how they're progressing. And then step 3, your Group Leaders toolkit, where you can access resources on how to help you deliver the program. Thanks so much for what you're doing. Let's change the world.